Hi there. Healthy people in relationship talk. They even argue sometimes. They discuss, negotiate, compromise, as well as respect one another's differences and their feelings, as well as their desires. But a manipulator pushes and pressures you to get his or her own way by ignoring stated or implied boundaries, trying to get you to back down. They want to make you feel guilty or afraid, so that you'll give in to them and give them what they want. Because the manipulator's goal is to control your feelings, your thoughts, and your behaviors. They want to get what they want, regardless of what it costs you. And they often use a variety of means to get what they want. So I want to share with you 9 of the most common tactics of a manipulator. First is the guilt trip, or making you feel bad about your own feelings and your thoughts or your needs. For example, if you don't sign for this home equity loan, I'm going to lose my business and it'll be all your fault. Or, well, Donna's husband says she doesn't mind that he has professional friends with other women. What's wrong with you? Or maybe your teenager says, Mom, everyone else can go to the party. Why do you have to be so controlling? Or how about your mother says, well, I guess I'll manage if you can't come over to help me, but I don't know how. Or how about this one? I thought you loved or cared about me. I guess I was wrong. The second tactic is misquoting you. You said you would sign for that loan, when only you said maybe you'd sign for the loan. Or you told me you'd support me in my business, and now you're not. Or Jesus said that we're to forgive and forget the past. Why do you keep bringing it up? Or God says I'm the head of the home. Why do you keep questioning my decisions? Misquoting you or misquoting God. The third tactic is bullying and threats. If you don't sign that bank loan, you'll be sorry. If you don't forgive me and take me back soon, I'm filing for divorce. If you leave me, I'll take the kids and you'll never see them again. If you don't shut up right now, I'm going to leave. The fourth tactic is pleading and begging and repeating something over and over and over and over and over again until you are exhausted. Please, please, please do this for me. Or, I just want to talk with you. Why can't we talk? I only want to talk with you for a little bit, 10 minutes of your time, which stretches into hours and hours and hours if you allow it. Why can't you come to our house for the holidays? It would mean so much to your dad and I. Why? You know we're not getting any younger. Everyone is going to be there, all your sisters and brothers. Can't you just come this time? Please come. We'll really miss you. Why wouldn't you want to come? Or the fifth tactic is crying, acting dependent, despondent, sulking, withdrawing. I need you so much right now. You just don't care. I can't talk to you. You don't understand. Even these forms of manipulation can go nonverbal, like sulking, the silent treatment, bad moods, nasty eye contact, uncontrollable sobbing, banging things, slamming doors, until you give in and do what the other person wants. Fine, okay, you get your way. The sixth tactic is name calling, personal attacks, criticism. You're so mean. You're so selfish. I can't believe what I'm hearing. This is not the person I knew who you were. What's happened to you? You used to be such a wonderful person, implying now that you're not, because you will say no. Or, you're such a jerk. I can't believe I married you. You're an idiot. You're a real moron. I thought you were a Christian. How's that one? Or, you're crazy or sick, and everyone agrees with me. The seventh tactic is empty promises. I'll never do that again. I promise. I'll take care of the kids on the weekend. Just let me go out tonight. You don't have to come next Thanksgiving. Just come this Thanksgiving, right? Or if you just let me come back home, I promise I'll go to counseling. The eighth tactic is appealing to a higher authority. You're supposed to submit and do what I want you to do. Or, God hates divorce. You're sinning if you divorce me. Or, you're to honor your father and mother. That means you should come home to Thanksgiving at our house because that means honoring us. And God says you should do that. The Bible says you forgive and reconcile. You're disobeying God if you don't take me back. The ninth tactic is lying, either by omission or commission. I never said that. I don't know what these charges are on the credit card or the cell phone bill are. It must be a mistake. It's not me. It's just a friendship, nothing more. I'll do it tomorrow. Now, hear me. You will never change the manipulator when you confront their manipulative tactics directly. They'll just switch to another tactic. One of those 9 are the most common. So if you want to change all of this, change has to start with you. You have to recognize someone is attempting to manipulate you. So, are you an easy prey for manipulators? If you recognize that you have been and want to stop, then watch my video on Stop Being an Easy Target for Manipulators. Until next time, God bless, and share this with a friend if you find it helpful.